Imagine sitting in a tiny one-bedroom apartment with barely enough room for you and your kid. You're not a tech genius, not an expert entrepreneur. You just sold shares from a modest online business. You're staring down the terrifying question, what's next? Now imagine turning that moment into an $8.75 million payday. That's what Ramon van Meer, a modest Dutch entrepreneur, managed to do, with a surprising twist. He made his millions from soap operas. Yes, soap operas. He didn't even watch them. But Ramon's story isn't just about soap operas or making money. It's about hustle, resourcefulness, and following the one thing that matters most in business: engagement. This is the story of how Ramon turned zero knowledge into millions using only determination, creativity, and a pre-built WordPress theme. It's 2014. Ramon van Meer is sitting in his modest 800-square-foot apartment, brainstorming ideas for his next big project. He's not rich, but thanks to the sale of his shares from a travel business, he has just enough financial breathing room to try again. Here's the thing. Ramon had no clue what he wanted to build. Was it another website? A service? An app? He wasn't sure. What made it harder was that the stakes were high. He has a young son to provide for and no guaranteed income to fall back on. It's a critical moment. A lot of people might sit back, overthink, and never get started. Not Ramon. He adopted a mantra. Start fast, see what works, and optimize later. It wasn't about starting perfect. It was hitting start, period. Ramon's first move? Facebook. It was what he calls the golden age of Facebook, a time when the algorithm made it insanely cheap and easy to build audiences. So he began setting up Facebook fan pages about random topics, anything he could think of: pets, memes, politics, and even one about soap operas. At first, it was just an experiment. He posted memes, funny quotes, and random content on each page. The goal? To see which one got traction. And then something strange happened. The soap opera fan page blew up, completely unexpectedly. Women started debating over plot lines in the comments. Some corrected him when he got posts wrong, while others passionately defended favorite characters. Their engagement was crazy, and that's when the light bulb went off. Ramon didn't need to love soap operas or even understand them. The fans did. As long as they were passionate about it, the page would thrive. He decided to bet on this unlikely niche. Now here's the crazy part. Most people would think, I can't run a soap opera website, I know nothing about it. Not Ramon. His mindset was simple. You don't need to be a genius or the best in the world. You just need to start. He bought a $49 WordPress theme online. Within a few hours, he had a super basic blog up and running. No custom coding. No frills. Next came the problem of content. Ramon had never watched a soap opera in his life and had no idea where to begin. So he posted a job ad online for a freelancer who knew soap operas inside and out. What happened next is almost too good to be true. One of the first applicants turned out to be a retired editor from a leading soap opera magazine. She knew every storyline, character, and actor like the back of her hand. With her expertise, spoilers, recaps, and fan drama flooded the blog. By connecting the blog to his already growing Facebook page, Ramon slowly started funneling readers onto the site. At first, traffic trickled in slowly. A couple hundred visitors a day, maybe a few dollars in ad revenue. It was far from an overnight success. Here's where most people would quit. It was slow. The revenue was tiny. The grind was real. But Ramon noticed something critical: audience engagement. Fans weren't just reading, they were obsessing. They shared articles, debated in the comments, and clicked links. Over time, those small interactions snowballed into steady growth. Encouraged, Ramon reinvested every dollar he made into improving the site. He hired more freelance writers, ensuring consistent, high-quality content. He implemented quizzes and a push notification strategy, encouraging readers to subscribe for instant updates. By the 6-month mark, things exploded. Articles were going viral. Facebook fans doubled, then tripled. Ad revenue went from pocket change to 5 figures. The lesson? It's not about perfection, Ramon reflects. It's about action and growth. Fast forward a year. The blog was making $400,000 to $500,000 a month in revenue. His overhead? Just about $100,000. The rest was profit. He'd built a lean, scalable machine with a loyal and ever-growing audience. He wasn't just a guy running a soap opera blog anymore. Ramon had become a master of audience engagement, someone who knew how to translate online attention into real revenue. But everything comes to an end. Ramon knew that the soap opera niche, while fun and surprisingly lucrative, wasn't going to grow forever. So he made a bold decision. Ramon decided to sell the blog. He hired a broker, fielded offers, and entered a brief bidding war. Eventually, one of the buyers agreed to purchase the business for $8.75 million. For Ramon, it was life-changing money. But as the dust settled, the feeling wasn't what he expected. The next day, I was doing what I always do, picking up my son from school and cooking dinner. It just felt normal, he says. The blog had been a wild ride, but the best takeaway wasn't the money, it was the lessons. So how did Ramon take something as random as soap operas and turn it into millions? Here's his advice. 1. Start fast, learn fast. You don't need a genius idea or deep expertise. Test first. Improve later. 2. Follow engagement. It's not about what you love, it's where the audience's passion lies. 3. Keep it simple. Fancy solutions? Cool designs? Nope. A $49 WordPress template and rock-solid content were all he needed. These days, Ramon continues creating platforms focused on passionate communities. His latest venture? A mobile app that offers romantic storytelling, designed for on-the-go readers who crave bite-sized dramas. Just like before, he's keeping his formula simple. Find the passion. Build for the audience. And keep moving forward. Ramon van Meer's story isn't about soap operas or millions. It's about what happens when you stop overthinking and just start. So, what's holding you back? You don't need to be a genius. You don't need to know everything. You just need to take the first step. The question is, will you?